This template for sending pre-release notes with Jira, GitHub, and Slack helps TPMs figure out what data from GitHub, Jira, even Circle CI should be included in messages sent to the broader team. On the front page, we have a daily checklist of what you need to do before you push something to prod. A simple table here, but the real power here is in this data page. In this data page, I have 3 separate pages, subpages. One is called database issues. This is a list of Jira issues from this Jira project. There's only 5 epics here, but they show up here in a table that you can filter and sort and all that good stuff. So we have a Jira table, sync table, with a label of release blocker. Any of these issues in your Jira project that have that label release blocker, you can edit that. Second is this list of GitHub pull requests. This comes from this project here. I have a bunch of pull requests that have been committed to this repo, and my engineers might have a bunch of cherry picks they want to get into the next release. So this table only looks at pull requests from that project with a label of cherry pick. So that's why you see all these little cherry emojis in each row. Also a structured table, which you can filter and sort. Finally, you have a table like this called release messages. This is where the real power of Coda comes into play. I have a table with date in one row, one column for cherry picks. This is a formula that looks at that date and looks to see if the pull request has been merged, and it pulls in all of the pull requests from this table into this column based on that date. Similarly, this column of Jira release blockers is looking at all Jira issues for this date coming from this table. Right now, you'll see issues for every single date. This is just for a demo, but you could filter this to however you want, maybe only show certain issues that matter for your prod release messages. Finally, this is the most important part, is a kind of like a mail merge, if you will, for setting up your Slack message. It's combining this column with this column, cherry picks plus the Jira release blockers, and puts it into a message, which you can then send to Slack. And this is all dynamic, so it changes in real time based on what data is coming in from GitHub and from Jira. So this is kind of the front page, the control center for the TPM. And down here, I've set up this template so that you can enter a Slack channel that you want to send this pre-release message to, and also today's date, so that you get the filtered view of that release messages table only to that specific date. And once I'm ready to send this message out, I can just press this post to Slack message utilizing the Slack integration, and this will send this message out to Slack here. And you can see all of the links flow through from Coda into Slack. And if I click on any of these links, it'll bring me to that specific issue in table, or I can just go to the specific pull request in GitHub. There's many different ways you can customize this to fit your team's needs, but internally at Coda, we use this system to send out pre-release notes before something hits prod.